Vista, North County became the capital of craft, how San Diego's brews became the capital of all craft brew in the world.
I'm actually going to pass this to the previous executive director, who was here during a lot of that pivotal growth.
Talk to him, Paige!
I mean, San Diego has had great producers for the last almost 30 years now, and that community has fed off of each other. Vista in particular, though, has done an amazing job at, as a city, really trying to recruit new breweries. This was, 2015, 2017, you saw this big boom. It also benefits that there's a lot of different types of industrial areas. You got anything from retail in this downtown area. There's a couple breweries that are great within walking distance from here. You've got massive industrial parks, you've got agriculture, and that kind of all comes together, supported by the community, which is really important.
Yeah!
Go, Paige.
I think also is, we were talking a little bit earlier in our little green room, but we have this old guard and a new guard of beer. And I think that there was also a need for growth and experimentation and entrepreneurship in beer that really blossomed in North County and was really encouraged by the cities to let that flourish in a way that they didn't necessarily feel like they had an in the city of San Diego, because there were such established, amazing breweries down there. And so I think that that's also why our county grew in such a way that it did, is because we had this established beer culture and industry and people, and they helped develop in North County as well and encourage people to open and expand.
A big shout out to Vista. We've interviewed breweries from all over San Diego, all over the country, and Europe, but the story we've heard over and over again is how welcoming Vista has been and how easy they make it for small business and breweries to get ahead and get a foot in and get started versus the rest of North County and San Diego, frankly.
Yeah, if I can add something to this too, when I moved here, well before this, but in 2010 when Iron Fist opened up, it was really close to my house, and I was like, wow, there's a brewery I can walk to, this is so cool, right? I think we'd be remiss to not mention Kevin Ham right now. Kevin Ham was very instrumental in opening the eyes of the people here in Vista as the economic development manager at the time. And just, there's this whole thing about, beers, alcohol, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And getting past that stigma and really open it up. And a lot of the things that I started to see when I was hanging out at these breweries, Iron Fist and Mother Earth and all these places, was that the city of Vista opened the doors, really, like you were saying, extended hours, allowed, and let's just be real, second largest business park in San Diego County. That was in Vista. And that was the recession, 2008, 2009. So they were offering a lot of free rent, right? And so Vista had a lot of square footage and was opening their arms because of people like Kevin Ham in the city at the time. And so, that's my opinion on why I think Vista really jumped up to the forefront of beer and why we're the capital of craft. And we really are. This is the best beer place in the world that I've seen.
We got a little comment over here from the crowd over here. What's your name, sir?
My name is John.
Hi, John. You live in Vista?
I live in the other side.
Oh, well, welcome to Vista. What do you think of our little town?
It's a heck of a town.
Yeah! I'm glad you love it. So what do you think, beer or wine?
Both.
I can appreciate that. Okay, great. So do you come to Vista for beer or for wine?
Mostly beer.
There it is. All right, thank you so much.
I love it. Okay, guys, let's make sure everybody's votes got in. And Ralph, you got something to say about him?
Yeah, I just think.
No, he said something. No, I appreciate that. That's good. And I want to remind everybody in the crowd, listen, there's more beer and wine for sale right out there. Pray Brewing, and a round of applause for Pray Brewing down the street. They're selling beer and wine at the concession stand, so if you want something else.
Call ballots in, last chance.
Let's
We're
get your
gonna
votes in.
Everybody get
Now,
votes in.
right there. But go ahead and get a glass of beer or wine or something like that. Let's get Ralph first, and Eric's got something to say as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's crazy seeing, as a person who's been in Vista for a long time, seeing how beer kind of brought us along. The fact that we make such good wine is amazing, because it kind of followed the beer trajectory, and it's awesome to see what we're doing in this town. And 10 years ago, you couldn't get a good glass of wine in this town. You could get a lot of great beer. And now you can go to Seven Seas, you can go to Craig, you can go to Beaver, you can go to Shacks, you can go to great places that have a great glass of wine, which you could not do. So it's awesome to see that we have both. So whether you're a beer sandwich, I'm wearing all beer gear, but I'm a wine guy. And I want
fantastic wine guy. Let me
I want both. So it's awesome to see that you can do both in Vista any time of day. You can have a great beer and then a great glass of wine and then a great glass of beer again. So whether you vote for these characters over here, or you come to the right side, I'm not gonna judge, but either way, you're actually getting a great product, and it's awesome to see that you can do either one of those things, and the future's super bright for both sides. So I'm just really excited. I don't know what my favorite is yet, but it's definitely gonna be a wine.
So I have to say something real quick. Just know this: one of the first commercial wineries in California was Delphi Winery, 500 acres, and it was like a mile and a half from here. It's in Vista. It's right there at the corner of East Vista Way and Beaubier. And I believe that the complex that they built there is called Delphi.
Delphi's Corner.
Yeah, it was Delphi's Corner. That was a huge winery until Prohibition knocked them out in 1920. But Vista's been making wine for a long time. All right.
We're talking
Go get him, Eric.
So, we're all proud Americans in this room, right? Historically, beer has been ingrained as the American alcoholic beverage, right? In the 17, 18, early 1900s even, wine was viewed as what the Europeans drink. We didn't like
Put
the...
that pinky up, Ralph.
That's right. Proudly.
But we were mostly Europeans, other than the ones that were already here.
So, being the rebels that we were, we adapted American beverage. What grew well here? Grain, right? Barley grew well here.
So it's called Vinland because grapevines grew.
All right.
That was the original name by the Vikings.
So cancel the whole thing and drink whiskey.
I guess.
Hey.
But you see beer as an American beverage, and it has been for hundreds of years. So if you don't like America, then maybe go ahead and
Hey,
use wine.
Beer versus wine. Beer versus wine. It's official. Jeff Spanier, talk to us.
I'm a school teacher. In the day, I've done some research here. So I'm going to start with this, because these are all great. These are fantastic, representing Vista. But the question is beer versus wine. It's got to go deeper in that. So I thought I'd go with some culinary differences. Wine goes with cheese and crackers. If you really want to break it down, white with fish, red with beef. Here is a short, because the list was too long, compilation of what beer goes with. Pretzels, pizza, burgers, bratwurst, hot dogs, schnitzel, tacos, grilled cheese sandwiches, pickles, fish and chips, Dorito chips, chips and salsa, chocolate chip cookies, watermelon, donuts, and cheese and crackers.
Hold on. I think it goes to
I mean,
Well,
it's very simple, dude. It's very simple. It's
Yes.
very clear.
Give it to him, Junior.
Beer makes my tummy rumble. Wine makes my bedroom rumble.
So I did some more research about wineries and breweries, and did some research on winery etiquette. It took me about 8 hours. Food and Wine Magazine, winecountry.com. They had about 5 to 6 pages of do's and don'ts. I won't give it all to you, but I'll give you the sum up of winery etiquette. There are a lot on what to wear. Closed-toed shoes, skinny jeans, Italian loafers, call ahead about jeans, cologne, perfume, how to hold a glass, how to not hold a glass, how long to gaze into a glass, how long to swirl, how long to sniff, how, when, why, what, and where to spit. Don't spit too often, but spit often as you need. Lots of spitting. No kids, no dogs. Excuse me. The brewery etiquette. Let me finish with the brewery etiquette. Brewery etiquette. 9 different breweries I went to over the last 2 weeks. Here was their brewery etiquette list. Be nice. Don't spit. Bring your dog.
What shoes to wear? I'm wearing these shoes as a wine guy. Can you please stand up, beer guy?
Yeah, let's see, beer guy.
Let me see those wingtips. Who's got better shoes? The beer guy is in ropers. The wine guy, whatever you want. You can wear it however you like.
Just got off work.
Don't try to call us out.
Brewery.
Don't try to call us out. We're wine people. We can wear whatever we want.
If you don't have to work for it.
I will say, there's a saying in wineries, right? To make a great wine, it starts with a lot of money and a lot of beer.
You know, most people don't know this about me, but I started my career in wine.
Come on over.
Oh, baby, stand up in the closet, everybody.
I quickly moved to beer because when I realized a world-class bottle of wine is $60 and a world-class bottle of beer is $2.
We gotta go to public opinion here. Does anybody have a comment on the beer, wine versus, there we go. Let's talk to you. What's your name, sir?
First thing I want to say is I love you all for being here tonight, and I want to say that as much as we are divided on this topic, and some of us drink a lot of each, I would say that the thing that keeps us together is that both beer and wine are 4-letter words.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Trinity.
Trinity.
Bonjour, tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Flavor, not the freaking opinions. Let's get down to the flavor, because all I hear is talk, okay?
Sometimes people want to know what you guys like. Can we get to that?
Okay, so Willie, I need some information.
I was caught up by the bonjour.
Real quick though, because a little history. We gave a little bit of history on that winery, Delphi. But I'm interested in knowing like the terroir. Why is San Diego wine so special? Compared to the rest of the world.
So we've come to understand a little bit, getting away from the fun little banter we're having.
Okay,
Beer is made here well because we have fantastic brewers. I mean, we literally win more awards here than anybody else. Any other? I hear these people, they say, "Oh, I'm from Oregon. We're a better beer." I'm like, "Come on, stop it. Get down." But one thing about the grapes that we grow here in San Diego, we have 3 different AVAs, American Viticulture areas, right? And they're recognized by the United States as an American Viticulture area. Napa Valley being one, Sonoma, all that stuff.
I'm from Sonoma.
Well, here we have San Pasqual Valley, which was the 5th AVA out of over 300 now, right? And it was 1981, and it came right after Napa Valley. That's where Orfila is.
I didn't know that.
Right? And it won many awards. Orfila, back in the day especially, won a lot of awards for their wine. And then we have Ramona. Ramona. I take my kid out there. We go to Verona to go eat loves riding dirt bikes. They have all this fantastic soil. They all talk about the Verona Gold, right? What's that? Ah, I thought I had a dirt bike rider out there. I'm not one. I mean, I chase him around and try not to die. But then we have one of the newest American viticulture areas in the country is San Luis Rey, Fallbrook. And that's, and I'm going to tell you right now, Fallbrook is making some fantastic wine. Montserrat Winery opened up about 4 or 5 years ago. They opened up all their facilities about 9 or 10 years ago, and they've done a great job, doing that. But the people who put San Luis Rey on the map and actually brought all that to the forefront of the 88 was Fallbrook Winery. Fallbrook Winery, they've been doing it for 30, 40 years. The gentleman that unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, his name was Ira, and he loved making wine, Bordeaux varieties here in the area. And when I say Bordeaux varieties, Bordeaux, the region in France, makes Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and Cabernet Franc, right? A lot of wines, a few of those you've probably heard of. And so he wanted to focus on some of those. And Fallbrook Winery makes private labels for over 200 restaurants around the country. One that I think most of us have been to is Privateer. Yeah. I've been to Privateer. The Privateer private label is made by Fallbrook Winery. And so we have some fantastic. We have 142 wineries in San Diego County. Do you know how many? Do you know how many wineries they have in Temecula, which is in Riverside? 50, about the same amount as Ramona. And then you think about like places like we were talking about, Encinitas, Acadia, man, like it's so good. Burtech Winery, who's here tonight, they're growing grapes in this fantastic region and bringing so much to the area. I mean, just a really, really cool testament to wine and wine grapes. We started making wine here in the 1700s with the Spanish conquistadors and everybody that came through. But then after that, through the 1800s, we've been making wine in San Diego for a long, long time. The first breweries were from 1895 or so, San Diego Brewing Company. Ever since then, we've been really, really good until Prohibition hit us in 1920, knocked the legs out of us, right, as far as wine and beer goes, and we've been trying to rebuild ever since. And so, anyways, I'll wrap this up by saying Vista is doing their part in bringing all this back.
Question.
Yes.
Before we continue, are the judges going to let us know what their favorite beer and wine was?
Yes. I don't care if they're obligated to do it or not.
They don't have the names, so I don't think they know what they actually.
Well, M, A, B, and C, and.
Well, we took their paper. But by show of hands, because we're gonna get some music while we get some ballots counted here. I want to see in the crowd who's a wine drinker, who's the wine side, wine side. Okay. And let me see the beer. Let me see the beer.
All you loud beer drinkers are coming to Rhythm and Blues tomorrow. Rhythm and Blues tomorrow. No, I didn't make my point that I was going to make.
I know what you were going to say.
What was I going to say?
A bunch of rowdy beer drinkers.
There's never been a bar fight in a winery.
Good people drink good beer. Bad people drink bad beer.
But I'll tell you this, people get sued in wineries. They bring their lawyers in.
I think I'll stick to beer.
I want to thank all you guys who've been here, of course, and yes, absolutely. A round of applause. Thank you, judges. We didn't get a chance to hear from you today.
Yeah. So, is this on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said what I was talking
said about the difference between beer and wine, and my husband and I are married. So
To each
just
other.
saying.
It's not gonna last.
What?
skinny jeans.
You don't say. You don't say.
Skinny jeans, that's craft beer.
Well, it's because I brought it.
We even camped at the wineries in Ramona to go drink their beer. To go back to what Eric said and compliment my wife, Ben Franklin, founding father, in wine there's wisdom, in beer there's freedom. We need both.
So we should change it from beer versus to beer and wine. Right?
And in that sentiment, Eric, I brought.
You can swear if you want to.
No, I can't. I'm an English teacher. I can only swear when I'm quoting. Jesus Christ, you're a crazy bastard. I'm quoting John Steinbeck.
And the best winemaker of all time.
Quoting John Steinbeck. I brought you a wine beer, which you've had before. It is a wine beer for the judges to enjoy. So, Eric, can I pass that on to you to open for us?
It's so funny. I kind of stole the thunder a little bit when you started the creamer when you brought it up. I love this stuff. This is so good. It's DNA grapes, if he's still doing it the same way. Leslie Kogel, as let's go back.
Are you opening it?
Well, I'd like to move to the beer side.
Should we bring our band?
I think we're going to pass it across, Rob. Don't worry.
I'm giving it mine.
You don't have to give one up here to yourself.
I think we're going to bring the music too while we're doing this.
So, has anybody heard of, and once again, going back to the dirt bike, Metal Militia? Yeah! So, Briar Rose Winery is really the birthplace of Metal Militia, right? Larry Lee Kogel, Leslie Kogel being the father, right? But this is where this is from. I brought them on TV, and Leslie Kogel talked about how they did all this stuff. He bought this land in Temecula so that his son, Larry Lee Kogel, and who's the other? Deegan, Brian Deegan. So they could practice all this crazy stuff, right? Like jumping and doing all these things. And anyways, that's where this is from. This is amazing. Yeah. All right. Question.
Yeah, spread the love.
No.
Spread the love.
I don't know. I have a really weird. It's very interesting. I want to know what the judges say about this. It tastes like beer and wine.
It's very.
I feel like black licorice or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's DNA grapes, but it's fermented with
Cinnamon and nutmeg. There's a lot of spices.
We're gonna start our music here while we're counting ballots. We got a couple of questions in the crowd. Let's go. Let's get at it. We need community participation here.
New metal.
So I made the mistake. Okay, I made the mistake of moving up towards Temecula, wine country area. For the past 5 years, I got a taste of wine. It's great. It's good. Don't get me wrong. But beer. Let's go.
I love it. Anybody else want to get on this? Tell us a little bit about how you feel. I'm on the boat side right now.
There we go. There he is.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Well, you never told me your name. You're not getting the mic to tell me your name.
Adam.
Hi, Adam. What do you want to say?
Fake beer.
I really would like to taste of that.
There you go. Let's get a live feed here. What do you think?
Well, I gotta tell you, that is not
That
what
is the evil spawn of both. Don't ever drink that. Drink beer or wine, but that is horrible. Do not drink that beer.
I knew it would bring us together because we either love it or we hate it.
He said that's an evil spawn.
Adam.
Anybody else want a taste of the evil spawn?
Here
we go.
Can you elaborate a little bit on what exactly it is?
Hey!
My question is, can you elaborate a little bit on what exactly it is? Because you say it's a hybrid between a beer and a wine, but what exactly is it?
I can take samples.
You wanna give me a couple
I know
samples?
nothing about this specific beer, but to be legally brewed in a brewery and called a beer, it has to be made that the fermentables need to be 51% of the overall sugar, right? So it's usually not made separate and then blended. It's usually adding grapes as an adjunct that'll lend sugar and flavor and color.
I'm gonna go to the back. I'm gonna go back over here. I feel like we're, not showing enough love back here.
This tastes like what I puke up out of Mexico. This is bad. It's not great. Have you tried it?
Hi. Would you like to try the evil spot?
Have you tried it? It ain't great.
It's actually really nice.
It tastes like.
What do you think?
It tastes like my hangovers. When I drank everything the bar had, and then in the morning, it tastes like what I throw up.
See. So, I'm texting you to a beer wine drinker.
Okay.
Yes. Junior just drank this. Junior just drank this and said, I don't know why this wine tastes like someone farted. Oh no. Just so you know, everything has its taste and flavor. Everything has its own palate.
Hey, Eric said he can answer that.
I thought it was delicious.
We got ballots?
We got a winner. We got a winner. We have a winner. We have a winner.
And I've been drinking everything.
We're talking smack to each other.
Okay, so before we announce the winners,
I want to know what they like the most.
Yeah.
Can we tell them what their number was? Do we say Louis' favorite beer was 1 and it was blank? And make the
okay, just
and
before
then
that.
do the public opinion because they don't even know.
They don't know because they only have numbers. So what I want to do first is I want to bring up the 6 folks that put themselves on the line because that was pretty amazing. Can we get a round of applause for everybody that came to town and decided that they wanted to be a part of this great Beer versus Wine inaugural competition? Then we want to bring them up. So can we bring them up one at a time? I want to welcome a representative from Mermaid Valley Vineyards, please. Round of applause, please. I want to welcome Fallbrook Winery. How about Fallbrook Winery? Where is he at? Okay, come on up. Anybody from Burntech Winery? Come on up.
Ooh, I am so excited to see you guys tomorrow.
You'll be there. Yes, I will.
Where's Sweeter Beer? We need abnormal brewing. We need bronies. Come on up. Yeah. I know bronies. It's so funny when I was reading about the history of bronies. I thought it was so cool. It's it's about the unsung heroes, right? That carry all the equipment in. But I was reading about how they carried all the equipment in for their kids' high school band. And how many of us who have kids have done all that behind the scenes crap and none of us get any kind of kudos to us.
Okay, so what I would like you guys to do, and we're going to go down the line, and I would love for you guys to tell us a little bit about your business, your winery, your brewery, and what it is that you presented today, because our judges don't know. The audience knows, but the judges don't necessarily know the varietal and what you brought and why you brought that, and I appreciate it.
They still don't even know what number was what. Right? Okay.
Alrighty, thanks. Hi, so I flipped from Mermaid Valley Vineyard out in Ramona. We planted our grapes in 2014, did our first commercial harvest in 2016, and in 2018, our GSM, which is our proprietary blend, won the San Diego County Wine of the Year. So we started off with a bang. We decided to bring a 2018 Zinfandel today. Got a little nice spice, good flavor, good fruit, the whole thing, well balanced. And come on out and see us. There's over 40 tasting rooms out in Ramona. You heard that earlier today, right? Over 40 tasting rooms. Yeah! Some of them are really good, so come on out and see us.
Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Paul
winery's been around since the family bought the property in mid-90s. Today we run our 2019 BDX, our Bordeaux style red blend. As Will mentioned, Ira, when he got the blending going, the main thing he wanted was a good blend of the Bordeaux varietals, so Cabernet Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, Malbec. Pretty much the flagship of our winery, the one we're best known for. Proud to be here. Big Vista, Oceanside, all these, San Marcos, Escondido, Fallbrook, those have always been big parts of our success. So thank you for supporting us over the years.
Hi everybody, I'm Dominic with Bertec Pipeline and
the cool
Bertec
sky.
Family.
Yeah.
So we're an interesting story. We actually started 35 years ago in the construction industry. The family went to Sonoma 2019, came home and planted a vineyard. So 2019, barely drank wine. One of my favorite things to do now is work in the vineyard for 5 hours and then enjoy a lot of beer.
He's a peacemaker, everybody. He's a peacemaker.
Just want to say thanks to Zeke and Will for what you guys are doing in Vista. And really, we grew up in Encinitas and just moved to Vista. Started our construction company there, which we just moved from Encinitas we were in Encinitas for 30-something years. So we're new to Vista, but doing a lot of fun things and appreciate everything Vista has to offer. But anyways, planted our vineyard 2019, our Syrah that we poured today, 2 years old, so a second-year-old vine. You're not supposed to make wine until year 5. So this year is our year 5 in Encinitas, so this is our magic year. But we ended up getting 93 points in wine, Del Mar Ocean to the Coast. And so excited. So hopefully everybody enjoyed our wine. Come see us in Vista. We have a tasting room here, and here's my good friend James that tells me I can't do it, and
Cheers to bringing your business to Vista.
Jimmy.
James.
So when I tell you can't do
Uncle
it,
Jimmy,
he does.
right?
Uncle Jimmy, yes. What's interesting is I spent the first 30 years of my career on the beer side. And when somebody said something earlier, it's like, it should be beer and wine. And that is so true, because what we're representing here is our city, right? We love this, love North County. And to be beer 30 years and then go to the wine side, didn't turn to the dark side. I turned to the right side. Did I just say that? But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed our wine. Like Dominic said, it's a nice Syrah. 2019 we planted the vines. It was going to be just a couple hundred vines, and that turned into 3,500. 8 acres in Sonoma, a tasting room in Vista, soon to open a tasting room in downtown Moonlight Beach, in Great Ground in February. So a lot going on. It's God, what a fun business to be in. Yeah. Anyways, cheers, you guys.
Cheers. Thank you for being here.
Hey everybody, I'm Maddie to some of you from the Roadies Brewing Company. The Roadies has been around for only about 10 months, which you guys heard.
Let's all follow him on Instagram as a #Roadies.
Right? Okay, perfect. We've only been around for a short time, about to hit our year in August. Just kind of noting on what you said, that the owners of the Roadies were really involved in Vista. Their daughter was in color guard at RBV, and so that's where the Roadies kind of tone and theme came from. We're music based. We have a big stage in the brewery. It's so much fun. We have entertainment all the time, and it's nice to hit the ground running in Vista. You can find our beer at That Guy's Restaurant. So you'll hear us chit chat about that. I've been hanging out with this guy way too much on the news this week, and that's my good friend Paige over there. So we're gonna have a really good time. Thank you so much, Vista, for embracing us. Please come visit us, and we'll be at Rhythm and Brews tomorrow. Woo! Cheers!
Side note, Matt is our shark expert for Shark Beer Week coming up soon.
God?
like the sharp.
All right, hi everybody, thanks for coming out. I'm Jason, I'm from Abnormal Beer Co. I'm the head brewer. Thank you everybody for coming out, we love doing these things. I don't really know what to say after all of this, man. We started as a winery, we opened as a restaurant, and then we decided to go into craft beer because that's where the money's at. Just saying.
That hurts a little bit.
And it's good. It's good.
Hey, square footage is expensive here in Southern California. Wine just doesn't do it.
Yes, it does.
Still looking for that money, though. Still looking for that money.
All right, I think we
We
got
paid you. I remember paying you.
What's your beer?
We made it. We brought hazy drinks today. It's one of our flagship IPAs. It's one of the best selling hazy IPAs in San Diego. We love it. It's got.
I'm pretty sure it was in the test tonight, was it? Was it in the taster for the judges?
Yeah.
Yes.
They all voted for it.
They all had a taste.
All three of them voted
Alright,
for
we're
it.
still confused about that, but alright, we got ballads or we got music? What?
Okay, so we love to invite a lot of the Vista breweries and anybody local, all the wineries. Will's got the I love it. He's got the big boats right here. But what I really want to say is I appreciate all of you guys being up here, putting yourself out there like that. And what I will tell you guys is everything, all three categories are separated by almost one vote. So that means we've got some great quality in San Diego County. Can we get a round of applause? We're beer engineers.
3 beers and 3 wines were first, and then.
I'm sorry?
ultimate.
We're Beer's not here, and unfortunately, they didn't get a chance to come here and serve, but they send their regrets, but they're happy to be participating today and donating their beers as well.
Judges see what they have.
Well, they don't know.
We know. They do.
We know our number
one.
one. I know.
They do what they do.
Jeff knows his number one.
Let's hear from the judges! We want to hear from the judges!
Judges.
Very clear.
Alright, your favorite beer
and a wine. And a wine. Wait,
There you are.
we're over here.
Hold on.
Let's go, Junior!
I love beer. Which I do. I love drinking wine. But tonight, without a doubt, my favorite was the West Coast IPA. And for the wine, I think without a doubt was the blend.
The BDX,
BDX
Fall Road.
blend. Which was number 2.
And everybody up here, we're all professionals, right? We can tell the difference. It's okay.
And yeah. I mean, one's kind of fun, but palate-wise.
Look, professionals determined by getting paid to drink. I'm not an alcoholic. I get paid to drink.
All right, Ralph! What you got to say, Ralph?
All right, Ralph, what do you got?
Luis, how do you know what your numbers were? We didn't put the name of the drink.
We don't need numbers when you're pros.
Yeah, actually, looking at this, and my favorite, my number one wine was Fallbrook. My number one beer
BDX.
was Normal, which I
You're right.
All right, well, I think I'm the same. Is this what?
That's wine.
Beef?
Wine is called Bird Tech. Bird Tech.
And deer?
That's Roadies, baby.
There we go. All right, move down the line.
Take the cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet, there you go. Leave it to Ralph, the A+ professional.
All right, I'm gonna go
here we
beer
go.
first, 'cause that's what I'm paid to do. So, my favorite beer was Abnormal.
I bought that vote, don't worry.
Yeah. And then my number one was Mermaid.
You got a B+.
All right.
thing, Jeff.
Say the right thing.
Here we go.
I agree. Wine and beer. Wine flies when you're having fun, and ales well that ends well. Let's see. Mermaid.
Mermaid.
one, Weir Beer.
Do we get to say what we like too? The three of us.
All right,
No?
here's
It doesn't
mine.
matter.
All right, for beer, it was Abnormal. And for wine, Mermaid.
We're good. All right, what do you got, Deanna? What do you got?
Well, I picked Burtek and Weir.
Burtek and Weir.
You pick.
Well, we're gonna go with Zeke first. I want to see what
I
beer you
didn't drink
have.
any beer. I won't drink beer tomorrow. I didn't drink beer yesterday. I'm not drinking any beer. But personally, that Mermaid Zinfandel was amazing.
Yeah. All right, and I'll give you. Hold on. So I promised some people, and most of you might not know this, but Raul's picks. So Raul's picks, I made him not say it on air. His beer was Roadies. Yeah. And the wine he liked was Burtek.
So do we have a pick of the judges' favorites, or am I annoying right now?
Right now?
I'm
just kidding.
Okay, so are the interns out there with the people's choice? I need to count for the big people's choice. You got that one?
I got it.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So here we go. So
Hold on.
Drum roll.
Best beer and best wine?
Judges, this is what I got. I'm just reading.
You go for it.
Don't shoot the messenger. The best beer. Was Abnormal. The best wine. Hold on, here we go. The best wine. Burtek. And now, the overall. Between beer and wine. This is, now, mind you, you voted on this, you fools. So don't get mad at me. So now, the overall for everything between beer and wine in San Diego County was Burtek.
Say something as they receive their
Wine wins, baby.
Wine does win, apparently.
Dominic's gonna say something for Burtek.
Well, I'd like to say thank you everybody for voting for us. It's a pleasure being in Vista, and just we work really hard at making good wine. The interesting thing about us, we just opened up a tasting room in Sonoma, so we do get a lot of some instincts from Sonoma. So.
But their tasting room in the corporate center Vista is much more accessible.
Uncle Jimmy says, hey, come visit us at Vista. We got a great tasting room. Right off the Sycamore, Melrose. We also have beer there too, if you're thirsty for a beer. But great pizzas and just a great place to hang out. No drama, we're all have fun. We keep you out at 7. It's all about day drinking, right? Anyways, cheers. Thank you so much.
All right, last real quick. Abnormal Brewing. Abnormal Brewing. Here you go. What do you have to say?
Come visit us. We're right off the 15 on Rancho Road. We're right off there. Just come by, have a burger, and drink some.
Great food.
Yeah, great food, but better beer. Better beer.
At the end of the day, everybody got a vote. All the beer was amazing. All the wine was amazing, right?
Zeke was amazing.
How about it for your co-host tonight? How about it for Will the Wine Guy and Deanna Ferrone, please? I want to give some shout outs to the co-hosts, the judges, I want everybody to please continue to support Downtown Vista and all the great things going on. You got Doris Restaurant, you got 7 C's here, you got Tony's Beaver, you got the great podcast, you got, hey, please come out to Rhythm and Blues tomorrow. Come out to Rhythm and Blues tomorrow. I Like Beer podcast. And Dave will be my co-host on Same Business Different Day, the podcast coming up this season. So please, we appreciate you. We appreciate all of you for donating what you gave us to drink and donating your time. We appreciate all of the volunteers. And we really thank you guys for coming out and reactivating the ABO because that's what we're required to do. Thank you so much. Welcome downtown.
Go spend some money in Vista tonight. Go
You want to introduce the music?
Let's go. Lakewood Pope, ladies and gentlemen.
Please follow us on our Instagram, guys, if you want to leave some love. We have a tip jar. Thank you. We won.